Here.
Without the dollar sign.
And this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, and now you have to do if you got it wrong or not. You do an error.
Okay.
So just add some more columns. Actually, move those B's down here. So select them. And you can just drag them from the border. Okay, so then you do an error. Okay, and that's your y classified minus y predicted.
Y classified.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the classified? This thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or using this?
Mm-hmm. That is using the true B1, right?
Okay.
And then minus predicted using your guess. Right.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have the update rule for the perceptron.
Okay.
And that's basically your x. Okay. So your next guess is gonna be equals previous guess plus error times the x.
The x.
Yeah.
This x.
Mm-hmm.
This x.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now drag everything down. Okay, drag the B1 also. Not from 0. So basically updating. Okay. And that's the answer. You managed to solve this in one go.
Huh.
Managed to solve this in one go. Okay, you guessed the second guess of B1 was 1.7, which is close enough to number 2. So that the classification error is 0.
Shouldn't it be 2?
Well, it's never gonna get it exactly 2, right? Because it separates it to the margin.
But isn't the whole point of this sequential thing that it changes in every go?
It only changes when you got it wrong. So you got it wrong on the first go.
So it needs to be 0 and 1, but not 1 and 0.
Yeah. So try another guess. Try the 3.
Okay.
So that's your last guess at the end, right? Okay. After you go through the data once, that's your guess, right? Because you got this guy wrong. The 3 here you got this guy you got wrong. Okay. You guessed it was 1. This guy here, you guessed it was 1. Right? Your classification is every time this one is bigger than 0.5, right? You get a 1. Right? That's what this formula says. Right? Because your B1 is 2. Right? So every time this number is bigger than 0.5, you get a 1. Like here, like here, like here, and like here. Right? This one is pretty close to 0.5.
Okay.
Right? So this number was too big, right? So this gives you a 1, whereas it should have been a 0. Right? So it's going to reduce this coefficient by the number. Okay?
So I just give us -1 here.
Okay, because it classified you as this thought it was going to be a 1. Right? 3 times 0.4 is bigger than 1. Right? Whereas your truth you don't multiply it by 3, you multiply it by 2, right?
Yeah.
So in actual you got a 0. In this case you got a 1, so you're gonna fix your coefficient by just taking x away from it. Okay?
Okay. And the -1, that means it's error.
-1 means it's an error, but it's a negative error this time, not a positive error. So you error have. You understand?
Maybe.
Okay. So now, so this is the problem is you gotta just go through it one time, one pass, right? You wanna do another pass, make sure that this guy's classified correctly now. So right here, I want to say equals.
Here.
And then put the end here.
This thing.
So it's gonna just cycle until it gets an answer. Okay, it's gonna keep on going through until nothing changes. Okay, so it's a circular reference. Now so close this and go in the options and allow circular references. So you gotta go Excel options. Where are the Excel options in this version?
This.
Maybe try maybe advanced formulas. Second one. Enable iterative calculators. Yeah. That's it. Okay. There you go. You figured it out for you. Okay.
Is it the same number? No.
No, it's smaller, right? So let's do 3. Okay, and then you can type it in manually. Put in 2.58. Okay, so it's still gonna classify this wrong, so it's gonna take it out one more time. And 2.1. Okay, so let's try again.
2.1.
Now it's good. Okay. 2 would work also. Yeah.
What happened now?
You modified this as 1 also.
This one.
So you screwed up this formula here. Drag it from 1 below.
Oh, okay.
Drag it
What
from 1
was it?
below. Can drag it this one. Yeah. Try like 1. Try like 0. 0 doesn't work. You got a pretty wide margin, you can put anything in there. Like 1, even 1 word.
So it gets closer and closer to 0 here. No, 2, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. It only modifies when it finds a misclassified.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, now this thing is all wrong. Okay, this is just a simple thing to get it working. So your actual update rate needs to be a little bit better than that. It took me a while to figure this out, so let me just try to memorize it again. So let's try to do now, let's try to have 2 x's, x1 and x2.
Okay.
So insert
just add it here.
Yeah.
Insert.
And let's say x2 is just all 1s. This is really common in the regression, it automatically adds it for you, the intercept. Let's try to do this regression now, data analysis. Let's try to do a regression on with this new x1 on y.
Don't I need to have another beta?
Yes, in the y, yeah.
In the y?